Hello and welcome. My name is Ron. I don't know what happened to Instagram. Instagram always gives me trouble. My name's Ron from Ron Alcott Photography, and we are live on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube all at the same time. Although Instagram does not seem to be cooperating as often happens. It says it's connected. Well, let's just let it go. So, where are we? Why are we here? What are you doing with this picture in your face? Well, here. There I am. I'm Ron. Just wanted to welcome you all. This is happy hour for my Friday night happy hour virtual home gallery show, because I tried to use up all the words that I could in one title, and that's how many I came up with. So what do we do here? Who am I? What do we do? What's the point? What's the point of it all? At this particular juncture, I like to show you some of the prints that I have in-house. And man, oh man, it's not letting me do anything live. Let's see if that works. There. I added a comment. All right, there I am. It keeps kicking me out of my own live stream. Interesting. Anyway, I do this every Friday, and when I'm doing it, what I do is first off, I get a little bit dressed up, a little bit fancy for happy hour. Don't mind the gloves whenever I handle my art. I put on my gloves just so I don't get fingerprints all over them. I grab a beverage, okay, in this case apple cider. So cheers. Welcome to happy hour. We're going to show you 3 of my limited edition prints today. I'm going to offer you a chance to join in live and get a special deal on these prints. The deal lasts only if you're watching the actual live show. As soon as I turn off the live show, then the deal is no good. Okay. Then a little bit later on, we're going to talk about a special discount code that will run till midnight tonight. So if you're watching a replay, you can go until midnight Pacific time on Friday and use this discount code. And then I'll tell you a little bit about everything else that's going on with the site and everything. Who am I? What do I do? I am a software engineer by background, and when I was in high school, junior high school, I got an interest in photography. And, you know, like a lot of people, I played with it for a bit and studied a little bit, and then just kind of set it aside and only used it for like snapshots, vacation snapshots, things like that. And recently, I have returned to it as more of an expressive way to show things to the world. And I've gotten a little bit of encouragement, so I have opened up a website where you can see and purchase prints of my work. I like it. I think it's pretty good. Hope you will go there. It is Ron Olcott Photography, Olcott. We'll look at it in a little bit to show it to you. I've got a new feature there I want to show you. So it's ronolcottphotography.com, and so that's who I am. I'm not somebody that's been selling art for 30 years or any of that stuff. I am fairly new to creating this as an artistic expression. But you didn't really come here to listen to all of that. You came here because you want to see some art. So let's go ahead and get you up to that. Hit the magic button, and we will go back to piece number 1. Okay, piece number 1 tonight is called But Really, What Time Is It? This is the astronomical clock in the main square, the Old Town Square, in Prague, Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, also known as Czechia nowadays. It's a very impressive building. It's about 2 stories tall. It has been operating continuously for over 350 years. They don't think there are actually any of the original parts left in it, but they have never shut it down and done a wholesale replacement of parts. Just as things wore out and needed replacing, they've replaced it. So this is a 350-year-old clock. But it's designed as an astronomical clock, so it means that instead of keeping track of time, it keeps track of signs of the zodiac and phases of the moon and tides and seasons and all of those kinds of astronomical signs. So, as I said, it's right on the main square, Old Town Square in Prague. And the first 2 times I was there, it being in the center of where all of the tourist activity starts and ends, there were people 8 deep trying to take selfies with this clock in the background. Now, I got to tell you, I don't really understand selfies. Okay, not a big fan of selfies. Okay, the clock is impressive. Okay, the clock does not get any more impressive because you're standing in front of it in the way. But be that as it may, there were 8 people were 8 deep trying to take pictures. So on my 3rd attempt, I got up early in the morning before I had due at a conference that I was attending, and I hoofed my way down to the main square, and it was pretty empty. So I got to set up my tripod right smack dab square with the center of the clock, shooting up at it and getting this picture. Again, this is called But Really, What Time Is It? As a limited edition print, this goes normally for $250. If you are the first person to put in the comments before the show closes and say, I want print number 1, I will sell it today for $150. Okay? That includes shipping. It includes a dedication. This piece is 16 by 21, and that's the actual inside print size. Okay, so it's 2 inches to the outside of that either side, so it's 20 by 25 is the full print size. It is on Hahnemühle fine art paper. All Museum quality inks, museum quality papers. It will not fade. This is a true fine art print. As a limited edition, it will be signed, hand signed by me, and it will have the name, the edition number uh, down in the corner. In addition, you'll get a certificate of authenticity, and if you buy it tonight, I will be glad to give you any dedication on the back of the print that you would like to have. It comes as you see it, okay, with the 2-inch mat. It is hinged, so it's attached to the mat. It flops around, but it doesn't move around. And there's a 1/4-inch poster board behind it. So there's a thick, stiff board, and it will come packed safely and arrive ready to frame and put up on your wall and enjoy for years and years and years. So this is, but really, what time is it? From Prague, Czechia. It is print limited edition number 1, and normally $250, letting it go during the show today for $150. All right, let's get him down, and we'll put the second one up. I like this guy. He makes me laugh and smile every time I see him. He's pretty cool. See that okay? Yeah. Okay. This one is called Sometimes You Just Gotta Sing. Now, I hope that the rest of you are having a better time seeing this Instagram live than I am. If I go out and come back in, I can see it. Instagram is the problem child of live broadcasting. You can go on Instagram and broadcast live, but you can't do it with everything else very easily. Be that as it may, sometimes you just have to sing. This is from the Santa Cruz Municipal Pier near the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk that you've heard so much of in Santa Cruz, California. That's a lot of Santa Cruzing. And underneath, as in many places up and down the Pacific coast, the California sea lion has taken up residence on these supporting structures of the piers. There were probably a couple dozen of them down there. Most of them were sleeping quietly in the sun. But this guy was in a singing mood. And he was just out putting it out there at the top of his lungs and having a grand old time. So I really enjoyed him, and I was really glad that I was able to figure out where he was and find a place that I could look down into where he was and get a picture of him singing. Because he sure made a lot of noise. As I said, sometimes you just have to sing. This one is 19 by 15, the print size. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger. It lists for $320 as a limited edition print, letting it go tonight for $175. So almost half off. You may be wondering why I'm letting these go. These were supposed to be sold at art fairs. And up to this point, every single art fair from March now through July has been canceled out here in the West. I still have my fingers crossed for August, September, October, but not really believing it's going to happen. So I invested in having stock for those fairs, and now it's just sitting here. So I'm running these special deals. Sometimes you just have to sing. Normally $320, on sale tonight for $175 until about 6 o'clock. So right now you've got 15 minutes to make up your mind. Okay? If you have any questions about any of the pieces, let me know. If you want this piece, just type in the comments, either on Instagram or on Facebook, and say, I want number 2. First person to do that is the winner, and you get the limited edition print. Certificate of authenticity, hand signed by the photographer, that would be me, and numbered, and a limited edition of 50 on the Hahnemühle fine art paper, 2-inch matting, and it comes just as you see it here, ready to frame and hang. So that's what that is. Okay. So before we go on to the third and final piece, I promised you that there would be a discount code. Since I'm not seeing a lot of live people, there probably won't be a giveaway unless I get 2 people on board in the next 15 minutes. I need at least 2 people to pretend that I'm having a giveaway between 2 or more people. But if you manage to come in, there will be a giveaway at the end of the show. You have to be present to win. Oh, there we are. Sarah has come in on Instagram. Hi, Sarah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm just halfway through right now, and I'm talking about this week's discount code, which is 0529 Gallery, Gallery. Okay? And if you use that code before midnight tonight, you'll get 29% off anything that you want from my store. So in honor of it being $5.29, you get 29% off. As I said, if you want to buy one of the prints for the discount price, you have to do that during the show. But this discount code of 29% off, that is good until midnight tonight. So just the day of the show. But even if you're watching a replay, you can use 0529 Gallery and get 29% off. Okay? For Sarah's benefit, I want to go over what I've already shown. This one is called Sometimes You Just Have to Sing. This is a California sea lion at Santa Cruz Municipal Pier here at the ocean, Santa Cruz, California. And he was making a huge racket that particular day. But we enjoyed him. He was funny to watch, and it was fun to listen to them holler. If you can still see the picture, Sarah, can you just let me know? Because for some reason on my phone here, it keeps going dark. Okay, so that one was print number 2. Okay, this one is limited edition number 1, and it's called But Really, What Time Is It? This is the astronomical clock from the Old Town Square in Prague, Czechia. Okay, okay, good, good. I'm glad, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my phone, but it's being a phone. Where was I? So this is, but really, what time is it? It's an astronomical clock. It keeps track of phases of the moon, phases of the sun, zodiac signs. It's been in continuous operation for 350 years. which I think is pretty impressive. I don't know about you. Okay, so that is number one. Okay, and again, if you want this for $150, just type in the comments somewhere, I want number one, and I will sell it to you for $150. Okay. And some of these larger ones are as big as my little easel here, so I have to be careful taking them out. Let me set him down here. And then our final print today, also from the coast. This one is from Pacifica at the Maury Bluff Trail. And along the Maury Bluff Trail, there is, stop that. They hinged that upside down. Can't believe that. Okay, I'll keep my thumb on this one. At the Maury Bluff Trail, there are Liberty Gardens. No, they call them Freedom Gardens along the trail. And a Vietnam veteran started this as a tribute to his fallen comrades. And the community has sort of joined in. And now there's almost a half a mile of gardens of various types of plants. There's some entire garden of succulents, entire garden of roses, entire gardens that look like English cottage, and entire gardens of native California flowers. It's really, really an interesting place to stop and a great place to get some flower pictures if you're into flower pictures. When I was there in October, this lovely bright red rosebud was just sitting there ready to blow itself open. And so I got his picture and put it together. I call this one, "Oh My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose." Obviously a reference to the famous poem by, I believe it's George Burns, a Scottish poet, except that he wrote in Old Scottish, so it's more like, my love is like a red, red rose, but I'm just making that up. But it is originally written in Old Scottish, so it doesn't really roll off the tongue, and I'm not going to subject you to me reciting poetry. But this was just so incredibly red. Okay. This one normally sells, it is a 17 by 20. Okay. It normally sells for $317 and letting it go for $175 as well tonight. So this is number 3. So if you want this in the next 6 minutes, just hop on and put in a comment somewhere, I want number 3, and it will be yours for only $175. Okay? Stay. So those are my 3 pictures. Oh My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose. We looked at Sometimes You Just Have to Sing. And we looked at, but really, what time is it? Okay. They're some of my better prints. I really like them. That's why I blew them up to do as limited editions here on the high quality Hahnemuhle fine art paper. Each one comes matted. And hi David. Each one comes matted and ready to frame, and the price includes shipping in the continental US, so you don't have to worry about that. Each piece will be signed, numbered, and I'll be glad to do a dedication on the back. So, and you get a certificate of authenticity. All of that, and I just got interrupted by my daytime boss on the phone. So I'll have to call her back when I'm done. But, so those are our 3 pictures today. Okay. I mentioned already that we have a discount code that is good until midnight tonight, and that discount code is 0529 Gallery, like May 29th Gallery, because that's what this is, the May 29th Gallery show. So that code will give you 29% off anything in the store until midnight tonight. So that's a pretty good deal. Now, I have actually managed to get 2 people before the end of the show, so I will be doing a giveaway, okay, for those of you who are live on the show. It will be about an 8.5 by 11, about the size of a sheet of paper, print of any of the 3 that we looked at today on metallic photo paper. And again, that includes shipping to your home in the continental U.S. So if you would like to get in on the drawing, put a number between 1 and 500 into the comments on whatever platform you are watching on. And I could either sing the Jeopardy song, or I'll play my pretty spa music for a second, just to give you a chance to answer. Yes, Sarah. We'll be, I was going to touch on that in just a minute. I will be doing my Sunday morning live with Ron. That happens at 8:30 every Sunday morning. And on that show, I will introduce 5 new pieces. Every week I add 5 pieces to my gallery. And so I'll introduce those pieces, and then I will give some photography tips on how you can take better photography at home. We're into composition now. And composition, last week we talked about the rule of thirds. And this week we will talk about the Fibonacci spiral. Okay. So just some tips on, even if you can't control any of the settings, you're just taking pictures with a cell phone. There are things that you can do with your composition to make things better. For example, I don't know if any of you have ever noticed, but I never sit smack dab in the center of the screen. I'm always sitting at a third line, okay? Because that's a more interesting picture. And believe me, I need every bit of advantage that I can get in order to be interesting. So, the answers are in, okay? One last final cutoff for anybody that wants to get in on the drawing. Going once, going twice. Okay, my number today was 256, and David, you are the winner. So I will be in touch with you by direct message after the show to get your address and I'll get that out to you early next week. So congratulations, David. And then what else do we have going on? We've got a discount code tonight, 0529 Gallery till midnight tonight. I've got a brand new feature on my website. Okay? It's called Upload and Print. This is a chance for you to take your wonderful photographs, upload them, and get them printed on the same fine quality materials with the archival inks, with the museum quality papers that I use when I do my prints. And you can pick paper, canvas, wood, metal, or acrylic to print them on. And I'll get to that in 1 second, Sarah. Sarah's asking about the May drawing. So you can go in here, and when you go to the website, you can just go to the menu, and you'll see it down here, Upload Your Art. Okay? Upload your art. It tells you what the steps are. You'll upload it. You'll choose a size. You'll crop it if you want to crop it. Okay? And then you'll place an order. Okay? This is where you would click to select what images you're uploading off of your computer. And then it will show them to you here once you upload some. Okay? And then you'll be able to move through the steps just like ordering prints from me, except you're ordering prints from you. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. So now any of you can get the archival museum quality prints that I get, okay, from your own prints. There is a drawing going on, as Sarah has alluded to. We have a drawing for the month of May. And May's drawing is for this piece, Straw Hat Happiness. It's on, I believe, a 12 by 7 metallic paper. It will be signed. I will give you a dedication on the back. And as with anything that you win from me, if you are in the continental U.S., shipping is included, because I don't believe in making you pay to get something that you won. So there's still a chance to go to the site. If you go to my website, you can see on the website, there's a link right here, enter our May giveaway. And if you click that link, it will take you to a page where you can enter your information and you will be entered into the drawing. If you're already on my email list, then you're already entered in the drawing. You don't have to enter again. Everybody on the email list. So obviously, since this is only my second month and the list is going to grow every month, the sooner you get in, your chances are better in May than they will be in June. And they're better in June than they will be in September. So get on the, get signed up, get on the email list, and wish you luck and hope you win. So we've got that. I also have a sale going on until the end of the month, which happens to be this Sunday. Okay? If you use code MEMORIAL, and again, I've got information about that here on the site. If you use the code MEMORIAL at checkout, okay, you'll get 20% off. If you're already a newsletter subscriber, and I'll give you a hint, if you're not, you have a chance still to sign up, because I haven't put out this week's newsletter. But there is a special code in the newsletter for newsletter subscribers that actually give them a better deal. Because I like my newsletter subscribers. They're good people. We will draw the winner for that on Monday, June 1st. And then the following weekend on the 7th, as part of the Sunday Morning Live with Ron, I'll do a signing ceremony and actually sign and do the dedication for that print at that time. Just a little something extra just to be a little bit goofy. So, and I started to tell you about Sunday Morning Live with Ron. We're doing 5 new pictures. We do a photography tip, and then I go ahead and put you on live through the viewfinder of my camera to show you how I use that photography tip that I'm giving you that week to make better pictures. Okay? So you get a sort of virtual hands-on lesson as well as the theory behind things. So that happens every Sunday morning. Every Friday afternoon, evening, I am back here at 5:30 p.m. and I will be showing you another set of limited edition prints. At this rate, I'm going to have to order some more because you've seen most of them. So, as I said, I'm new to this photography business. I don't have a big back room of back stock. We may put up some of the smaller matted prints, and then we'll zoom in and we'll pretend that they're full size for limited editions. So that's all that's going on. Sunday Morning Live, 8:30 Sunday morning. That's Pacific time, 11:30 Eastern. We will see you then. Congratulations, David, on winning today's drawing. Don't forget to use code 0529gallery before midnight tonight, Friday the 29th, in order to get a 29% discount. Or you can use the code that's already on the site for Memorial through Sunday and get 20% off. And while you're there, go ahead and enter the May giveaway for Straw Hat Happiness. 7 by 12 print on metallic photo paper, signed and delivered to you free in the continental U.S. So those are the things that are going on. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, anybody that watches on replay. It really means a lot that you engage in this stuff. If you take a look, even if you're on a replay, go ahead and say hi, so I can say hi back to you. I like to get to know the people who join me. And we will see you all Sunday morning or next week. That's it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you all later.